everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading with me, Natasha, the Senior of Tarot. I'm so happy that you guys could be here today, and I've got an interesting video for you. So this is obviously pick a card, so we have 4 piles for you today. Pile 1 here with the opalite, pile 2 with the citrine, pile 3 with the pyrite, and then we finally have pile 4 with the rose quartz. So what we're going to be asking Spirit today is what's blocking you from achieving. And so I wanted to keep this quite broad for you guys. So by achieving, what I mean is it could be achievements in your career, in finance, in your love life, just achieving any general goals that you have. So it's quite broad. It's more looking at the emotions rather than anything too specific. So it's basically a lot of your emotions that are kind of blocking you at the moment. And then we'll ask Spirit for some guidance as well. And just a reminder, so if you do like my content, if you subscribe during the month of September up until the 26th, and you comment "I want to win" on any of my videos, then you will be entered into my giveaway where you can win 6 free private readings, which would be like a whole year's worth of tarot readings to give you guidance throughout the year. So that could be on anything from your career, love life, if you're trying to make a decision about anything. So yeah, so lots that you can get some guidance on, and that's free to enter. Just remember to hit subscribe, and your subscriptions need to be public, otherwise I can't see if you have subscribed. Anyway, so if you have a think about which pile you want to choose and then head down to the description box below, then you can skip ahead to that reading, and I will see you in a minute. Hey pile 1, if you chose the opalite, this is for you guys. So we're looking at what is blocking you from achieving, and so this can be, as I mentioned earlier, this can be anything in your life, whether it is love, whether it's career, just even chasing your dreams, whatever it is, what is blocking you from doing that. So let's get into this. So first of all, you do have a lot of 4s, which I feel like is a very stable energy. So what I'm seeing is that for you guys, you're probably in I feel like you are in kind of already very stable relationships. You're in a stable job. Maybe you're doing your 9 to 5. You're earning quite good money. You have your house, because this is what the energies, particularly of Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. It's kind of that end game, that very stable lifestyle, and just have it kind of like having it all. And you do have clarifying, so you have the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're holding very tightly onto that stability, and just maybe more in your material wealth. And clarifying the 4 of clarifying the 10 of Pentacles, you have this 4 of Swords, and that's all about reflection and no sudden movement. So you guys, and particularly down here, you do also have the 4 of Cups. So I feel like this is a very stagnant energy as well. So you have a lot of very still, very just not really doing anything, maybe a bit of apathy towards change. And down here you do have the Wheel of Fortune as well. So the Wheel of Fortune to me is that I feel like you guys are well, if it comes along, if the universe puts it in my way, maybe I'm meant to do it. There's kind of no real action from yourself. So what I feel like you guys, it's particularly, so you do have this dreaming card. So what I feel like it is for you guys in particular is that you do have some kind of dream that you do want to chase. You absolutely do want to do it, but but there is, I see this Ten of Swords, and I feel like there is a lot of, just a lot of worry that you'd be giving up all this stability, all of that stability for this, just, you could potentially hit rock bottom. I feel like there's just such a fear that if it doesn't go right, you're going to kind of end up in this like Ten of Swords position, like you're just lying down in the mud, you've not really got anything, and it's kind of hitting that rock bottom. I get there's just a real sense of not wanting to, but also just generally being too scared to give your lifestyle up. And just from personal experience, I kind of was, I didn't have the stable relationship and like the house, but I was totally, I can relate to you guys, because I was in that I had a stable job where I had potential for really good career progression, and I actually gave up all of that I chased my dream of becoming a scuba dive instructor. I think I've mentioned it briefly before, and yeah, so I gave everything up. I gave up my like nice comfy salary to go become a scuba dive instructor, and then COVID hit, so I'm currently back at home, but it's definitely the best thing that I ever did. 100% hands down best thing. And I feel like the guidance you are getting from spirit, so you have this card here, deep knowing, and I think you do have this deep knowing about whatever dream it is of yours, that I think you know that you are going to be supported in it, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. I do feel like that is a good omen to have that in your reading. And yeah, with the deep knowing, I think you do know what's there. So you do have the owl in here, so the owl is obviously a very wise animal. So I think this isn't something foolish. It's not going to be some sort of foolish dream that you're like, okay, I'm going to give up my job and I'm going to go live out in Zante living it up or something like that. It's not something crazy. It's something that I feel like you definitely have a passion for, and it's something that is totally plausible, but it will take some hard work. But what spirit is saying to you, so we do have some guidance here with these Moonology cards, is it's got emotions are running high, supermoon. So the likelihood is, yeah, it will be a bit of an emotional roller coaster, but the supermoon in this deck is such a good omen, and it's very much a card of yes, do it, like absolutely go for it. So if you are wondering, like, should I go for my dream, should I not, spirit is saying go for it. The universe is supporting it. It's not crazy, it's not out there. Just really, you should go for it. And you do have here new moon in Virgo, which interestingly, when this video goes up on Thursday the 3rd of September, it will be just under 2 weeks to the Virgo new moon, so maybe this is something you can start looking towards doing, or even if it's just something like wanting to start up a new hobby, like take it up. So if it's going to start as a hobby and you potentially want it to move into a career or something, like now is the time. With the supermoon, with this supermoon card being like yes, and a new moon in Virgo coming up, and it is when it says it's a time to give rather than take, this is very much like working on stuff. It's very much time to give your time, give your effort, because whatever you're going to be working towards, and even in the booklet it does say about making a shift, making a change up in your life. So this is definitely something that is plausible for you guys, and what's blocking you currently is just almost this fear, and it's a fear, and there is, I feel like apathy is the right word, like you know, I think you know that it will be good, but there's just not a want at the moment to move towards it. It's just because you're so comfortable, because you live like quite a comfortable life, you don't really want to move forward. And I feel like that is, at the moment, that's what Spirit's telling me is what is blocking you. So yeah, definitely, if this is something that you really dream of doing, I think what we have learnt in 2020 is that bad stuff can happen all the time. And if you, what is the point of just not living? So just in my personal opinion, which of course this is, definitely get actual advice from people that are qualified, but I would say go for it as long as you have the resources. You're not going to put yourself in danger doing it, like in danger of getting kicked out of your home or being made bankrupt or something, then I would say go for it. So if this resonated with you, I would love to hear from you down below in the comment section. I do respond to all the comments. Remember that you can, if you comment I want to win and subscribe, remember to subscribe, then you'll be entered into my giveaway where you can win 6 free private readings. Yes, so thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. See you later, part 1. Hey, part 2, if you chose the citrine, this one is for you guys. So as mentioned in the introduction, what we are looking at are sort of the emotions that are blocking you from achieving, and by achieving, this could be in anything in your life. This could be relationships, it could be career, finances, home life, and by relationships that could be romantic or even family, friendships, whatever that is. So let's get straight into this. So we have the tarot up here. So I'd like to first look at this. So you do have the Ace of Pentacles, and this was clarified by my cute little Diddy Everyday Witch Tarot minis. So you do have, let's see if that will, there we go. Yeah, so we have the Ace of Pentacles here, and so this is obviously, Ace of Pentacles is usually very positive, and I think this is positive. I feel like you are somebody that, you know, I feel like you are talented. So if it's work related, I feel like, yeah, you're a talented person, you're like a good looking person. So this could be you're getting offers in about maybe it's an offer of a relationship, job offers, if it's at work, like promotions, that kind of stuff. I feel like whatever it is, there's good things coming into your life. But what you have here is you do have the Five of Swords, and I just feel like whenever you do get these offers, there's just this within, I feel like it's very much within yourself, there's like a sense of conflict, and this conflict is, I feel like it's like a battle with your inner monologue of looking at the cards. So we're going to go into this obviously in deeper detail, but I feel like you guys suffer a lot with your self-esteem and general feelings of worthiness. So I feel like if somebody does ask you out, or if you do get a job offer, you instantly think, why me? Why am I getting this? I'm not pretty, I'm not handsome, I'm not very talented, I'm not even that smart, I'm not the best at this job, like why are they picking me? And this is definitely what is holding you back. I can tell you that straight off the bat, that you guys definitely, there is a deep self-esteem issue here, and it may be something that you do want to, you may even want to talk to a professional about, depending on how it is affecting you. So we have the Queen of Wands here, and so the Queen of Wands in the upright, she is a very passionate, she's a courageous individual, she's all about action, she's a go-getter. She's kind of, I always think of her as like such like a boss, like an absolute, yeah, boss. She's like very fiery and she gets what she wants. Whereas and of course when I'm using the pronouns she and he when it comes to kings and queens, but this is just the energy. So if you have a feminine energy, you can have a feminine energy and be a man or whatever. Literally, it's just that sort of energy. So the Queen in reverse. This is somebody that I feel like it is very much lacking that self-esteem. She's not very confident in herself. She doesn't have the courage. She's probably I'm hearing like timid and just, yeah, she's just somebody that's she'll be the first person to like talk down about herself. Even if other people don't see you like that at all, you'll be the one talking to you, being like, well, I can't do that. Well, this person's way better than me. Like, you're constantly talking down about yourself. And the trouble is, when you feel that about yourself and you're constantly telling yourself, that becomes your story. That's the story you are telling. So everything that you're going to be attracting into your life is going to follow that narrative that you've told yourself, that you're not worthy. And that's when things can start spiraling. So maybe, like, at the moment you have these offers, maybe because you don't believe you're worthy of them, you're not going to be getting them in. You're not going to be able to have the relationships, have the job that you want, because your whole narrative is of that, I'm not good enough. And so this is clarified with the Two of Cups in reverse, and I'm just seeing that as generally like it's a lot of vulnerability. It could be vulnerability in your relationships. If it's somebody that's made you feel like that, again, definitely do seek help. If you've been in some kind of abusive relationship, if you can leave. I'm not going to try and give you too much advice because I'm not qualified to do that, but there are other people that are, and you should go and speak to them. And I'm seeing with this as well, the Ten of Swords, that is hitting rock bottom. I feel like you guys, that is how you feel. You feel like you are at the lowest point in your life right now, and you guys need to make a change and start telling yourself, start changing that narrative that you aren't worthy and you aren't good enough, because you really are. Spirit wants me to tell you that you guys are worthy and you do deserve good things to happen to you. And this kind of just carries on with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This can be like a neediness, not feeling worthy. So whether that is it can be in relation to material things, like if like materially you think, oh, you're always lacking, that can lead to it spiritually as well. There's just a feeling of general just unworthiness that I'm getting. And of course, like with Ace of Swords in reverse, I do feel like this is having a very negative effect on your mental health. So yeah, please do go seek help if you need it. And so especially with it, so the Milk and Honey, what I like about Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle is that most, oh jeez, sorry, my hip just clicked as I moved. Most Oracle decks don't have a meaning for a reverse card, but hers come with a protection message. So if you have been feeling obviously very down, Milk and Honey in the upright is amazing, like abundance and like good things coming your way. In the reverse, it can mean that if you are feeling depressed, if you're feeling down and not worthy, it could be, if you are indulging in things, it could be that it's a food addiction, maybe it's drugs, maybe it's alcohol, but obviously that will only make you feel good for a short amount of time. What you really need is you need to sort of dig deep, so you do have this why card. So I feel like this is actually very much about trying to get to the root of why you're feeling like this, what is triggering it. So obviously there is a need to feel better initially, but then, so whether that is through like positive affirmations, or maybe you do need something more than that, obviously that is your call, but there is a need to get to the why, because at the moment this is just going to be totally what's blocking you in all aspects of your life. It's not just going to be work, it's going to be relationships. How you view yourself is so important with how that manifests everything in your life. And there is the anger card here, so you may even be feeling like anger towards yourself, that you're even feeling like this. And don't be angry at yourself. Like, please don't be angry at yourself, because everyone can go through this. It's not that you're weak, it's not anything like that. Do not be angry with yourself. Take that anger and try and turn it into something more positive. Try and turn it into some sort of passion that is going to drive you forward and give you something, just to be passionate about, and start believing in yourself again, because you do have this transformation. So I feel like Spirit is saying that you can definitely go through a transformation. You can come out of it feeling like this beautiful butterfly. So obviously butterflies, they go into a cocoon as a caterpillar, and some time in the dark isn't actually a bad thing, because they do emerge this beautiful butterfly. So this darkness isn't your whole story. This is just the bit before you come out as a beautiful butterfly, okay? You have it within you, and if you need the help, there is people that can help you, but you will come out of this, okay? And you will achieve, and you will turn into this beautiful butterfly, okay? That, I cannot stress this enough about how much good you have the potential to bring into your life. You can have everything. You can have your milk and honey in the upright. You can be this beautiful creature. You can have all these passions. You can achieve. You can have the relationships you want. You can have the job, whatever it is that you want. You can have it. You just need a little bit of self-love, and maybe even a little bit of help. So thank you so much for being here. If this does resonate, please do let me know, and if you did like my content, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. See you later, pile 2. Hey, pile 3, if you chose the pyrite, this is for you guys. So as I mentioned in the introduction, we are looking at kind of like the energies that are blocking you from achieving, and that can be whatever you see as your achievement, whether that is in a relationship, it can be with family, friends, romantic relationships, work, finances. Whatever you see as achievement is what this is related to, okay? So you have picked pile 3, and so this was actually quite an interesting pile, because there is a sense that yes, you have some blocks to achieving, but first of all, I feel like either way you're going to achieve, but I feel like it's more a sense of one is going to be a lot more, I feel like in one reality you could have a lot more like stability. It's going to be more related to career, and definitely it's more like materially focused. Or you could have a second reality where you actually follow your heart a little bit more. I feel like either way is, first of all, Spirit would like to say, either way you go, win-win. There is a win-win outcome is forecast. So it's kind of like a block. I feel like it's a block of living what I would say is your best self, because I feel like I'm a Pisces with a lot of Aquarius. I feel like I go against what society thinks is successful. So I'm 100% for following your heart rather than settling for the norm of a house and family and all that jazz. If that's what you want in life, then I do not judge you. Everyone is different. But for me personally, I like the idea of people following their hearts. I feel like it would create a better world. But here we go. So I feel like with these two cards, so you have the World, and it's clarified by Judgment. So the World here, I like this. She's gazing into her crystal ball. She can see her dragons. And then you have Judgment here. It's kind of she's trumpeting a tune. You have the cat following along. I feel like in your world, and this could be related to what we are going through at the moment, I feel like there's definitely been some sort of wake up call. I feel like you are coming to realise maybe you do have some sort of higher calling, whether you are waking up to what actually would be more like your heart's desire. Maybe you got a new passion. I feel like there is a sense of you are waking up to something. And so here, this is very similar to pile 1. If you do want to cross watch, pile 1 would actually be quite a good one to watch as well, because we do have the Knave of Pentacles here. And so the Knave of Pentacles, so this is it's about looking forward to your sort of financial future. It's looking quite rosy. It's starting off, but it's like a good sign. You're going to have a prosperous. Oh my god, I can't even speak English. What is this? Yeah, you're going to have a good future. And definitely, like with the Six of Swords, that is like moving into calmer waters. So maybe in the past it's been a bit tough financially, but yeah, you're kind of moving into that calmer waters, and you almost can see, like, I feel like you can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see that Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles was in the first reading as well, so I feel like there's a lot of similar energy. So that is very much that, like, that end game where it's like you have the house, you have the family, you have all the money you could want, you're comfortable, you've got everything that you need. Like, it's a good place to be in. You're not wanting for anything. However, you do have it clarified with the Eight of Cups. And what I am seeing, so the Eight of Cups to me is always you're walking away from something that you love. You don't walk, so the Eight of Cups isn't you're walking away because it doesn't really serve you so much. I mean, a little bit with that, but it is more that you're walking away from something you love. So what I'm seeing is there is a possibility that you do decide, actually, I do want to follow my heart. I'm going to kind of turn my back on that Ten of Pentacles lifestyle. But it is hard for you because you become accustomed to it. That's the issue. You become accustomed to having that kind of money and that lifestyle, not needing for anything. And so I do see that you could carry on this path. So I feel like there is definitely a path where you can carry on, and you'd have a very comfortable lifestyle, and I think you would be happy. It is that win-win outcome is forecast. And I imagine if you already have kids, a partner, that you might want to carry on with that because you are going to have a happy life. Ten of Pentacles is a very happy energy. However, what I am seeing for some of you, this is where like it is a block, is that there is this wish fulfillment. So you have this Nine of Cups down here, and this is clarifying the Four of Cups, which is Four of Cups is, to me, it's like that stagnation, that not being able to move, and you do have that energy. So you have this Four of Cups here, and what I'm seeing is that you do have this wish. You totally have some sort of what might be like a pipe dream, whatever it is, and the Four of Cups is here, and it's like you want it, but you're not willing to really do anything about it, is the sense I'm getting. And that's what's going to be your block. Like, there is so much potential with the Nine of Cups, and with the Sun, you do have the Sun here, which is like such a positive energy, and you have the Sun with the Six of Cups. So down here what you're getting is a lot of cup energy. So that is all about Cups is all about your emotions and being a lot more like heart-centered, focusing on those emotions and what's going to bring you happiness. Especially with the Nine of Cups, that's like a very, like, when it's like wish fulfillment, it's like emotional wish fulfillment as well. It's something that's going to truly bring you happiness, not just stability or material wealth. It's going to bring you like genuine like joy, and that's what I see with the Sun as well. And with the Six of Cups, the Six of Cups can be quite like a comfortable energy, and some people see it as like soulmate energy. So whether that is trying to find, this is something to do about finding a soulmate, but what I'm seeing this is really settling in and finding what your like almost like your soul purpose is. Like, I feel like it's recognizing what it is you are kind of meant to do, and it's going to bring you just so much immense joy. But of course, as I said, like, it is a win-win. So you're either going to have immense joy in following your heart, or you're going to have that very comfortable, stable lifestyle. What Spirit is trying to, so there is some guidance. So Spirit has said not for you, and what Spirit is trying to say, I think Spirit is trying to guide you down the road of going for that thing that is going to cause you, give you joy. Spirit always I feel like Spirit genuinely wants people to be happy and like genuinely like content, kind of happy. So this is why I feel like there's the not for you, because I feel like Spirit is trying to discourage you from continue to have that really like more stable lifestyle. And you do have, it's time to take action. So new moon in Aries obviously all about action, very strong-willed sun sign. I can't even talk today, this is awful. So yeah, it is time to take action. So I feel like you're kind of, the way the cards are laid up, I feel like you're definitely in maybe like the beginning. I feel like maybe you are like a younger person and you're in the beginnings of your life, where you actually have a lot more ability to choose, because as you get older you can still change what you do, but if you've already had kids and you have a partner, it does become somewhat harder to do that, because you're not just taking your own like life into consideration, it's obviously that of your family as well. So if you can, Spirit is saying it is time to take action towards going down the path that is more for you. So you do have as well down here a little bit more advice, so discernment. So whatever your dreams are, you might want to keep them close to your chest at the moment, because you might have people that do try and discourage you. Trust here is trust yourself, trust your intuition, and just trust that it is right for you and go for it. And then you do have ask for help as well. So if you have this beautiful mermaid calling into the conch shell to communicate and to call for help, and this is just a sign that you can always, there's always so many people you can ask for help along the way, whether it is for just general guidance. So you can obviously tap into your own intuition, talk to spirit, other people, psychics, tarot readers, but obviously just your own family, friends, get some, whether it is you need some sort of advice on like career or whatever it is, just whatever it is you need to get going with this dream, ask for the help and support that you need. Because yeah, your life is at kind of a fork in the road, and you have two options, and either one, you are going to live a good life, but it's just what would you prefer to do. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. If this reading resonated with you, please do comment down below. I love hearing from you guys and I respond to all the comments. Also remember, if you comment I want to win and subscribe to my videos before the 26th of September, you will be entered into my giveaway to win six free readings. That's insane. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next reading. See you later, pile 3. Hello, pile 4. If you chose the rose quartz, this one is for you guys. So what we are looking at is, as I mentioned in the introduction, we're looking at what is blocking you from achieving, and achieving can be anything you obviously see as an achievement, whether it is relationships, career, finances, chasing your dreams, anything else in between. This is very open, and we're just looking mainly at kind of the energies, as opposed to like any very specific reasons, to keep this a bit broader for you guys. So let's just get straight into this and see what we can see. So first of all, we have the Four of Wands here, and the Four of Wands is such a joyous card, and I feel like in this case it's a joyous card. So in the Rider-Waite, you'll see it as people celebrating. It looks like it could be a marriage. There's like it's just very, very happy. It's all about celebrating. Also can be seen as like that soulmate energy, twin flame, whatever you want to call it, if it's to do with love. However, you do have here the Nine of Swords blocking it. So I'm getting a sense of that there's just a general, you're almost scared of that happy ending. With the energies I'm picking up, there's a lot of conflict, a lot of anxiety, and I'm really getting at the moment that sense of if you get your happy ending, you feel like it's not going to last, and that's kind of what's blocking you, because there's like a thought of, well, what's the point of going for that happy ending, because it's not going to last, it's not meant for me. Yeah, that's I feel like you are this main block, and it's because it might be to do with some past life experiences, and it could be past life as in this life, or it may be potentially other lives, previous lives, that is blocking you in this one. So maybe you have some karma that you are working out. Next card is Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is is about conflicts, and I feel like you're almost waiting. So this is clarified. So you have the Hanged Man twice, interestingly. So you have it as a clarifying card, and you also have the Hanged Man here. So the Hanged Man is that kind of still energy, and let's see if this will focus. It's that still energy, and they're feeling that there's no point fighting against it because it's futile. And what I'm feeling is that rather than fighting against it is futile, I feel like you feel like fighting for it is futile. Like there's no point fighting for something because it's not going to work for me. There's no point. So you're kind of almost just waiting with the Three of Wands here. That kind of, these very like still energies. I feel like you're just almost sat there waiting for this conflict to come in. You're almost waiting for there to be troubles, something that is going to block your happily ever after, because you don't think that it's gonna happen to you. As I said, it could be due to your life experiences in this life. Maybe if this is in relation to love, it could be that you've grown up with your parents not being in a happy relationship. Seeing those kinds of things from a young age can like really imprint on the brain, or it could be even past life karmas. So again, there is this Hanged Man, and I just really do get the sense of it's the there's no point fighting for it rather than against it, because you just feel like, oh, what's the point? There's no point to doing it. And with it being clarified with the Eight of Swords, so you have a lot of, so you have swords energy here, here. There is a lot of swords energy, so you're very much in your head about this. What is interesting is that you have absolutely zero cup energy, so it's like you've completely blocked your emotions out of it at all. Like there's no emotions in this whatsoever. So yeah, you're very much in your head. There's this feeling of just being trapped, this anxiety, not being able to move, and I just get that sense a lot, just the not being able to move forward, whether that is that it's just past situations, or even if you've been in some sort of like almost more abusive relationship where you felt like you can't move. And also what I'm sensing as well with this not being able to move, it reminds me very much of animals when they're scared and they freeze because they feel like if they just stay really still, they're not going to be seen. Like that whole, if I don't move, they can't see me. And I don't know whether this is something that you've picked up from childhood, because with the Seven of Wands, I'm kind of getting the sense of, so this is usually obviously it's more kind of conflict energy. You're standing there with all the wands pointed towards you and you've got to defend yourself. So what I feel like is this almost could be a sense of from earlier life. Maybe you were bullied, and because you do have this, don't dim your light, or don't dim to fit in. So you are missing this cup energy. So I feel like this could be very specific to a few people, that maybe when you were younger you were kind of this really like bubbly, happy-go-lucky child. Maybe you were what people would think maybe is a bit weird, but maybe you were just a bit out there, you're just a bit different to everyone else. And when you were a kid, you were generally just picked on, and you just felt like you had to fade into the background, because that was the only way you could get by, is just by fading into the background. and hoping that no one's noticed you. And this has now left you as an adult with that kind of, that same feeling that like, oh, I need to fade into the background, I'm not going to have my happy ending, I'm just gonna get by, I'm just going to be in the background, no one's going to pay me any attention, because if people pay me attention then I might get hurt, or people are going to think I'm weird. And so you've dimmed your light, and what Spirit is saying is that you need to not dim your light. So as I mentioned, there is this complete lack of water energy. So maybe as a child you were a bit different. So I feel like one way that you need to overcome these blocks is you do need to definitely understand, like it might be something very easy to understand where it's kind of come from. So there is this meditate and contemplate, which is interestingly new moon in Pisces. We're coming up to the full moon in Pisces, but doesn't really matter. So we have this, actually no, when this goes online it'll be past full moon anyway, ignore me. So here is some water energy, this desperately needed water energy. You need to bring your emotions into it. Pisces, as a double Pisces, I can tell you, we're all about the emotions, we're all about that dreaminess. I think Pisces can be a bit of, I can say it because I am one, we're a bit of an oddball. Maybe you are a Pisces and this is, you have dimmed yourself to fit in with all the other non-fishes out there that aren't quite as weird as we are. And Spirit is saying that you really need to meditate, contemplate, go deep within, and try and get maybe to the root of where this has happened. Also, what I'm getting for you guys, so one of the reasons maybe this is why you were seen as being a bit different, maybe when you were younger, because often this happens with children, so this could be very specific examples for maybe one or two people out there, is so you have this higher power card, and as you can see there's like, it's like, I think that's like a lock, it's almost like a keyhole on what would be the third eye chakra. So that's your third eye, that's obviously about your intuition, psychic powers, that level. And I feel like this is something that you have, because you have that and you have the intuition card. So what I feel like is Spirit is saying that you have, I feel like part of your light is this this ability that you have. I feel like you probably have quite good psychic abilities, and okay, this might not be exactly what is blocking you, but this could be, oh I just saw 1111, this could be what is blocking you from achieving, like, in this kind of realm. So it says here, intuition, listen to the whispers of your heart, which obviously heart and emotions, something that is very missing here. So Spirit is saying start listening to your heart, and then also use divination tools to help you decide, trust your intuition no matter what. So maybe something you should do is you could start looking, if you're not a tarot reader already, maybe you could look at buying a deck and starting to understand tarot, maybe, because obviously general readings are good, they give you some idea of energies, but obviously I'm tapping in at the moment to a lot of potential energies. So the messages, although for some people you might get a reading where it feels like a private reading, there's times that you might only take maybe 50% of it, okay? But if you did get a tarot deck yourself, you could start delving into more, starting to understand yourself a bit better. And what Spirit is also saying here, so we have the Wisdom of the Oracle card in reverse. So Colette Baron has in her guidebook, she's written protection, like statement type thing. So I'm not going to read it out, but the gist of it is so with chaos and conflict, obviously this is what I'm getting from before you kind of just you stay still in this conflict. You kind of don't want to get involved, and you're kind of just very still, very meek, just not doing anything. But what this says is, when there is conflict and chaos, obviously everything is spiraling out of control, so why not use that to your advantage and start stirring, not stirring the pot, but you can start to really come into your own, and no one's going to notice in all that conflict and chaos. So use it to your advantage to get what you want, essentially. And I feel like, yeah, there is a lot of chaos and conflict here that I am sensing. And just, yeah, for you guys, I feel like there needs to just be some work on yourself, and I feel like you really just need to have that self-confidence and really come into your own. So there could be a few messages. I think it's pile 2. I don't think the whole reading would resonate with you, but I feel like there's some messages in there for you guys as well. So it's really just coming into your own, having that self-confidence, because you shouldn't need to dim your light to fit in, okay? Do not dim your light. Step into your own, become who you are, and then you can have that's what's blocking you, is not being true to yourself, I feel. And then you can have your 4 of Wands. You can have that happiness, whether that is in a relationship, you find someone that matches you and gets that weirdness, or you find the job where it's tapping into that passion, and whatever it is, you can definitely achieve, and you have the ability to have that happiness. You just need to not be so scared of it. So thank you so much for being here. If you liked this reading, if it resonated with you, please do comment down below. Please like and subscribe. If you comment I want to win before the 26th of September 2020, and subscribe. Your subscriptions have to be public, otherwise I can't see if you have subscribed. Then you'll be entered into my giveaway to win 6 free private readings, which you can spread out every year, so that's like a whole year's worth of advice. Thank you so much for being here, Pile 4, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. See you later.